and read in full details for yourself. All right, let's get into the discussion. I remember, talk to us on 0707-303-212. Send your questions and comments on that SMS line. That is WhatsApp number, and we'll be sampling them. And right in studio, I have got FCPA, Dr. Wycliffe Oparanya, who is a Cabinet Secretary for Cooperatives and MSMEs Development. Let's talk about matters national concern. CS, karibu sana.
Yes, Auntie.
Good to see you after quite a long time.
Thank you.
You're well?
I'm very well.
How is Kenya doing?
Kenya is doing very well. Yes.
All right.
It has started raining.
Yes.
I was in Western. It's raining. People are planning. They are busy on their farms.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Great one, and good to have you on the show.
Yes.
So let's start with the question that is at hand. Let's talk about your ministry. Right now we have got your docket. Where are we? We are in the month of August. How is the government uptake? What is so far the general outlook of your ministry? How you're performing?
The ministry is doing very well.
Right.
And you know, recently, if you are aware, it was one of the most improved ministry in performance, and we got a trophy for being the most improved ministry compared to the previous performance, which obviously shows that the ministry activities have been improved over the last 1 year. Yes. Which
is quite good.
Yes.
And when you look at that, you've been championing the fast tracking of some of the amendments at the Cooperative Act.
Yeah.
That is supposed to have the historical, they've had that fight for a very long time. Where's the progress of such amendments?
Now, the cooperative movement in Kenya, it was one of the first economic model appreciated by the government in Africa. In that, by the year 1966, we had already a Cooperative Act. That was the first one. That was there in 1966. Even before other countries woke up, Kenya was already ahead. And even at the moment, because of that, Kenya is ahead. But cooperatives movement was mainly in agriculture.
Right.
Because Kenya's farmers are smallholder farmers. So aggregation was necessary for them to prosper, coming together, aggregating what they produce for processing, to the market or to export. So the Cooperative Act then guided them at that time. However, the challenges set in, especially when liberalization came up. There were quite a number of challenges. And also governance issues set in. People are not moving. People are there elected forever. And therefore, it was necessary, therefore, to change, to make amendment, to strengthen once again the movement. And because of cartels, there are quite a number of cartels in that sector, the cooperative amendment bill has taken 15 years going to Parliament. When it's nearly to be passed, the period of the Parliament expires, then it's carried forward. So when I came in, I had to look at it, I had to recall it.
Yes.
And with what I had learned, I had also to improve it, because over 5 years, or 15 years, issues have also emerged, new challenges had emerged.
Yes.
So we had now to do a comprehensive amendment and resubmit it to Parliament. Now I'm happy that it has gone through Parliament. It has also gone both houses of the Parliament, the Senate and the National Assembly, and now it's at mediation.
Yes, yes.
Which means whatever happens now, because it has reached mediation, and the mediation committee has to finalize the bill in 60 days. So I'm hopeful that by next month, the mediation team will have finished their work, and soon we shall have an amended, comprehensive Cooperative Act. Yes.
But then that question also brings the issue of the legal framework.
Yeah.
How is it going to safeguard the savers, the savings of, the members' savings without strangling the financial autonomy in successful Tier 1 SACCOs?
Now, I think there is a confusion here. There are two acts. There is the Cooperative Act, which is the Mother Act.
Yes.
And because the financial institutions within the cooperative movement became strong, a separate act was enacted in 2008,
yes,
which is called SACCO Societies Act of 2008. So the cooperative bill is the mother,
yes,
and then there is a small section within that bill which now refers to the SACCOs Act that now will focus on the financial cooperatives, which we call SACCOs. They are important because these are important institutions for financial intermediation at the low cadre. So we have the Societies Act 2000, which also is going through an amendment. And that amendment is now before the National Assembly. It has not even reached the Senate. But the cooperative bill is already being finalized. Now, what you are talking about now the SACCO Societies Act, the amendments that are before the National Assembly. Now, when I came in the office, you remember, we had issues of Cusco. Billions of shillings were lost through Cusco. Secondly, there were quite a number of SACCOs that were undergoing problems. And the major one was Metropolitan, which had lost about 7 billion shillings. Cusco had lost 13 billion shillings. This is not small money. These members' life savings. So, because of that, I had to look at the environment and what is happening. I appointed a task force that now was to look comprehensively what was happening in Kenya and also happening world over, because Kenya is one of the leading in SACCOs. In fact, in Africa, we are the leading in the world. We are number 8 as a country that has embraced SACCOs. So within those amendments now is when now we are focusing on making sure that we protect member savings based on the experience of Cusco, based on the experience of Metropolitan, and others that are struggling. And what we are doing now, like banks, we are now introducing the post-protection fund.
Yes.
So that now, if any SACCO goes under, then you revert to the post-protection fund, which will be sort of a separate entity managing resources, and the contribution will be from the cooperative themselves. Like the banks. You know, the banks, there is a contribution they do to make sure that if a bank goes under, there is something that you can revert to.
And this is also strengthening the issue of recovery. That when a SACCO or cooperative goes under, members will get their money back.
So that is already there. And there are also other critical issues that we have introduced in that amendment.
Okay. Still on that, what is the ministry doing to strengthen accountability in cooperatives?
The accountability is one of the critical issues, and this is to do with governance. Governance is strengthened within the cooperative bill itself as the mother bill, but also re-emphasized within the cooperative, the SACCOs bill, the SACCOs Act amendment. Now, what we are doing here is that to make sure that those people who are elected to various positions are properly vetted. So that before you get into office as a board member, as a CEO, as a finance manager, you must now be vetted by SASRA, that you are a person of integrity. That's what never used to be there.
Yes.
You are a person of integrity. So, and then secondly, we are emphasizing training. That in your expenditure, quite a good portion of your expenditure must go for training. In that, all members know what is expected of them.
Yes.
So that the members are able to make the officials who are in office accountable to them. So they do that by making sure that they understand what they expect from them. If they understand what they expect from them,
yes,
then it will be easier to make them accountable.
Are all of them actually compliant to the government rules and regulations?
I mean, yeah, they are supposed to. They are supposed to, because one of the issues that we are doing is to make sure that if you look at the Constitution of Kenya 2010, it says that cooperatives are devolved.
Yes.
But that is a general statement. It will be impossible to just evolve them like that. But we have now separated responsibilities so that they are clear assignment of responsibilities between the national government and the county government.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about, because still on the MSMEs, you are actually aggressively pursuing the formalization of the small-scale traders in the country.
Yes.
I don't know what is your tangible incentives that you are offering from, beyond simple legislations for the smallholders.
You see, in this country, it's a country of smallholders.
Yes.
And that's why I think His Excellency the President decided that let's have a separate ministry that focuses on MSMEs.
Within your ministry?
Yes, within the ministry. That's why it's the Ministry of Cooperatives and the MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprises. Yeah, that is the MSME. That there must be a focus to them. In this country, you'll find that of the Kenyan adults, 20 million adults are involved in small businesses. 20 million, you can imagine. A very small fraction are in proper formal sector.
Yes.
And about 7 million enterprises are small business. And these businesses are critical. Even if you go to a country like Germany, you will find that all businesses are treated as MSME because they evolve from families. And gradually they develop into big companies. So nurturing them at that low level is important. So what we are doing in the country now, because of this focus, we are carrying out a survey to establish actually how many there are, because the last survey was done in the year 2016.
Yes.
And we cannot be using the survey of 2016. Now we are doing the current survey to know where they are, who they are, and how we can put them in clusters, so that we make sure that we focus them in 3 critical areas.
Yes.
One is capital, because these people need capital. So we must sensitize them as a ministry and tell them, instead of going to Shylock, if you want to prosper, you cannot prosper through a Shylock. One, you can prosper by you members having a SACCO, so that within a SACCO, you have affordable loans.
Yes.
Secondly, to prosper and to focus on cheap capital, government has Hustler Fund, which you know is 8% per annum. We have Women Fund. We have Youth Fund. If you are prospering more, you can go to Kenya Industrial Estate and borrow up to 20 million. That's one. And then we have to focus them that when you go to business, you must understand the business well. And that's why as a ministry, we are also in charge of developing entrepreneurship within the small business. So we have to tell them, as you start a business, how do you behave? How do you manage your finances, which we call financial literacy. Training is critical for them. So that entrepreneurial skill is very important. Then we have to tell them, if you are dealing in a business, you have to know your market.
Right.
You have to know where you source your products. You have to know your market. It's critical.
And who is the intermediary here? Between the farmers and the market? And who is the intermediary?
You know, the intermediary can be the cooperatives. They organize themselves. They can be the cooperatives, but the government is not the intermediary because the government just supports them. They can be an association or it can be an individual himself. So we have also told them that the world is changing. So technology is important. So when you do your business, think of how do you use technology? How do you write on technology? How innovative you are so that you become more efficient in serving your members. That's how you will survive in the market.
Let's talk about that, because you recently urged farmers, when you talk about that, you actually pumped 6 billion shillings in the Coffee Sherry Advanced Revolving Fund. And when you talk about, the SACCOs and the smallholders, that is quite close to your heart. Some of them are saying that they are not getting that money. Where is the bottleneck here?
People will be lying. This is the easiest fund that you can get to. First of all, Cherry Fund, when you harvest coffee, that harvest, the red fruit, is what is called cherry. Now, that cherry goes through a process. You have to peel off that the red cover. That red.
The husks.
Yeah, you have to husk it out. And then through a process called pulping. You pulp it, you remove it, and it goes into a process. Then you get the emblem inside. You process it until you take to the mill. Now, when you get to the mill, you now roast it. When you roast it, you can sell it as roasted beans. After milling, you remove the entire, now you have the really bean. And that at that level is when we export. Most of it we export that at that level. But you can go a step ahead and roast. And then you roast, then if you want kahawa chungu kabisa, now that is what you squeeze in the machine to get really coffee, not like this. The real one, ile chungu kabisa.
Right.
But you can also now crush the roasted one. Now you get the coffee like this, which now you can make your tea with. Now, that process can take at least 2 months. So, Cherry Fund was introduced so that as you go that process of 2 months, already you have some advance. So immediately you take the cherry to the cooperative. You can now apply for Cherry Fund to to KPCU. You apply to KPCU, you fill the forms, and within 24 hours, and you can do it on Mtandao.
But what was it? That it takes 2 months. You can do it online, take 24 hours. But there is some complaints of delayed payouts and returns.
No. You must. I would want to know where there will be delay, because the government has put in 8 billion Kenya shillings. At the moment, the farmers have because it's a revolving fund. The farmers have only managed to access 5 billion. So which means there is 3 billion lying there. And it's a revolving fund, because when you borrow it, then the information goes to Nairobi Coffee Exchange. As soon as your coffee is sold, the money is deducted. So there is no bad debt. There's no bad debt. So even the managers of the fund are not at risk in any way because they know they will get the money through the Nairobi Coffee Exchange.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe it is information.
Yes.
Otherwise, I don't see why the farmers should not have it.
And you see, Bwana Waziri, even the president talked about the issue of crushing the cartels. And you know how coffee is quite contentious.
There used to be cartels in it. There are still cartels.
Do we have them right now that is causing the bottlenecks?
There are still cartels
late
because, and it is even cartels who have been a problem in making these amendments we are talking, in reforming the entire cooperative. There are people who have thrived on this sector. Because before, you know, the farmers, there were people who were saying marketers, they would come and buy cherry, that cherry from the farmer at a throwaway price of 20 shillings per kilo. 20 shillings, they come collecting around.
Yes.
They go and crush themselves and, you know, sell as farmers when they have no tree. So that's how we are eliminating them. We are eliminating them by telling the farmer that you don't need to sell your cherry to anybody. There is an advance here, which is called cherry fund. Yeah. So that nobody should come to your doorstep that I want to buy your cherry.
Okay, you know your word is authority here, Bwana Waziri. So what is the new cost per kilo of coffee
you see,
the farm gets?
At the moment, you are given 40 shillings.
40 shillings.
Per kilo of cherry. It's an advance. As soon as your coffee is sold, because coffee is sold on the auction, so auction, you can't go there saying that the price is this. The auction today, a kilo can be $110. Tomorrow it can be 120.
Yes.
Because it's an auction.
Okay.
But I can tell you that for the last 2 years, the coffee farmers have enjoyed prices that they have never enjoyed since independence.
All right. Bwana Waziri, talking about coffee, we take a quick break so that you can also refill your coffee cup as we continue this discussion, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's take a break. We'll break back. We still have a lot of coffee to take here, Bwana Waziri.
Yes, I have no problem.
And
but you know, you are serving me with Nescafe. This is the cheapest coffee that you can get.
That's, you are the boss, so you have to give us the refined one.
In fact, there's such a coffee should be banned in Kenya because this is the most cheapest coffee. And you see, it is from the last grade of coffee. We export it to Brazil. Because of news.
All right. Welcome back. Yeah. All right. Still here with Waziri Wycliffe Oparanya. Send your questions to 0707-303-212. Now, Bwana Waziri, let's come back and ask you the question about the rate of loan defaulters when it comes to ways of fund, the Hustler Fund. What is your government doing, your ministry doing, to make it quite sustainable?
You see, what I found out that when people borrow government money, what they know that is government, they are usually very reluctant to pay. Sometimes they think that that's a favor government is doing for them, when actually there is good intention to help them. Yeah? Hustler Fund, when it was established in 2023 in October, the initial people who borrowed money, quite a number who borrowed money, disappeared with the money. And as such, we have hardcore of about 7 billion that that has not been paid, has not been revolving. However, because we came up, the government came up with the SHA, and some of the questions before we joined SHA, have you paid Hustler Fund? Because of that, we have managed to recover, and that figure has come down. Now, otherwise, those people now who borrow, the repayment rate within the time because there is the time you have to repay the hustler fund. Within the repayment time, about 86% of the people pay back. Yeah? And because of that, because of now the experience that we have with the hustler fund, we have even graduated some few people to now a long facility, a higher facility of 150,000. And you find that 1 million Kenyans graduated from being small borrowers to big borrowers within the hustler fund. So that now the financial intermediation is really working.
Yes.
And these 1 million people who are now graduated, they are borrowing up to 150. Now they are even demanding more. But we are telling them now, you can now, because you have matured, you can now go to the banks. So you can see that the Hustler Fund has done marvelous. People might not know, but Hustler Fund is one of the best financial intermediation that the government brought on board. Weso Fund has been struggling because Weso Fund, you need a group to come together, sometimes groups to integrate properly and borrow, each one guaranteeing each other. But it's one of the funds that has done well. Women Fund and Weso Fund, they were before in my ministry, but they were moved to gender, and the youth one was moved to youth ministry, youth and sports. So the two funds just complement what we are doing with Hustler Fund and Weso Fund.
Okay. All right. Waziri, are you the next deputy president?
How will I know that I'm the next deputy president?
Yeah, that's what I've asked.
I've not thought of it, in fact.
Who is pushing you for that position?
I hear people talk about it, but myself, because I know that office has already someone, and that someone is someone I respect, is doing a very good job, and I think it's premature to talk about it. But however, people keep on talking about it. You have never heard me talk about it. Yeah, and in fact, the first time I was surprised when I was seated in a meeting, Junet just stood up without even me.
That was last weekend.
Yeah, without me even knowing what he was going to talk about. Then he talked about it. And I said, how did you now come up with this an issue I would say
are you sure
sensitive.
Are you sure he just stood up and talked about it without your knowledge?
For sure, I can tell you I had no knowledge at all. And he has continued to talk in other environments, even without my knowledge. Even these people who have picked up, I can tell you, none of those people have sat with me. But they say they feel that ODM must get something big, because if we are coming into partnership, and the fact that ODM is not a small party, and that that UDA has lost quite a bit of Mount Kenya, they will need some compensation from another region. So they feel that ODM will compensate them, especially strong ODM areas, that is Western, Nyanza, Nairobi, and Coast, will do the compensation. And they say ideally then they should produce the deputy president.
Okay.
So I cannot tell you here that there has been some official discussion about it. I can just
what is your take on that?
I can just see people talk about it. They talk about it. And to me, at the moment, being a member of the cabinet under the broad-based coalition, broad-based government, I think our aim is to see and to work very hard to see that the current president is re-elected.
Right.
Because if he is not re-elected himself, this issue of deputy
And it seems that
will not arise.
the 50-50 arrangement that you have with the government is also one of the stages that you're saying that you know, those people are saying that they need to front a running mate.
Yeah, but
and the current deputy president is not so happy about it.
Yeah, you see, and you see, even the negotiations themselves have not started. So they should be realistic. Yeah. And also be talking of something that is already on the table.
This could be one of those
on the
open
table
conditions.
And agreed. So if the negotiation has not, to me, they are sensitizing issue that to me is not critical at the moment.
But you see, the post of a deputy president is not a small position. You're the second in command.
It is not.
And ODM is a big party, as you correctly put it.
Yeah.
So it's important to have that discussion right now, which means it is a soft demand before you go for the negotiation with the government.
I think what is happening is already, and you saw the party leader talk about it yesterday, already a team of about 5 people have been nominated from ODM side, 5 people from UDA side, to start the negotiation, to lay down the ground, to lay down the agenda of negotiation, so that now the politicians will now be discussing. So I feel the discussion of who will be deputy is premature, very premature, to me.
Okay, but then it's quite important because we are getting to the month of August, and under 1 year, all of us will be going to the ballot. But let me ask you this one, Waziri. I mean, yesterday we had how former Minister Noah Wekesa, who is the chair of the Council of Elders, said that they have actually blessed Senator Sifuna. Is this a case of siblings rivalry in Western Kenya?
I don't know. You see, to me there will be no problem placing someone.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I was not privy to what you are saying. I never had it, and I didn't know which placing, placing to go for presidency or placing to go for what.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, or placing to become a kingpin or become a spokesperson. I'm not, but you see, as I have said, this is an issue that has never bothered me at the moment. I hear people talk about it, but it has not bothered me.
Okay. Are you in for it? Are you in for it?
I have said I can't be in for it if something is not there.
Negotiations will come.
Because it's not on the table. If it's not on the table, how can I be saying I'm going for something that is not in existence?
You have been a strong official member of ODM, Bwana Waziri, and you are privy to a lot of information when it comes to ODM.
Yes.
So if any chance you are given that opportunity to be the running mate of President William Ruto come 2027, will you pick it?
Let us wait when the issue is on table. I can not just be chasing something that is in the air.
What if it tilts to your favor?
If it is in my favor, fine. But if I cannot be discussing something that is just in the air, it is not on the table, it's not in the writing. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you planning to do? Because Western Kenya produces one of the, a full basket when it comes to elections.
Yes.
Full basket of votes.
Yeah.
And it seems that that is the position that you are going for, to deliver the Western vote to President William Ruto.
At the moment, when I joined the broad-based government, obviously I became busy within the ministry to understand what the ministry required to make sure that we move forward as per the mandate of the ministry. But obviously, the next election is now coming, and on 10th August, we start the countdown. So I had actually to retreat because I had hibernated. Now I had to wake up. And I've told people I had gone for holiday, political holiday, and now I'm back. So my first objective is to make sure that I activate ODM on the ground. Because when Baba passed on,
yes,
and activities that followed, most of the MPs and leaders from Western Zone, they were defranchised because they were not very well included in decision making at that time. And actually, which was a mistake, and maybe it was because of the circumstances then,
yes,
and the unexpected death of the party leader. Now, what I have done, because I have been a key leader of ODM within that particular region, so I have the network
yes,
in the entire region. So what I have done for the last 3 months, 3 weeks, I've now started activating ODM at the grassroots level. Because at the moment, I have no option. But many people
yes,
came to me that I should form my own party. And
apart from ODM?
Apart from ODM.
Okay.
And I thought that was not viable. And I could give them experience, could give them the experience of my brother Musalia formed ANC, formed UDF, but still it's a struggle. You can see my brother Wetangula with this
Fort Kenya.
Fort Kenya. It is still it is there with few MPs. And I thought I've played a crucial role in ODM. I've brought on board many MPs
yes,
from that region. So if I...
And do you feel it's still the same?
If I took off, then I would be betraying Baba. And I didn't want to betray Baba immediately after his death, because I've held various positions at the national level, courtesy of Baba. So I thought I should not betray at this early stage by splitting off to form my own party. So I said, why can't I revive the already existing party? And that's what I'm doing. Obviously,
of ODM.
It will not be the same,
okay,
because Baba is not there,
right?
Because I'm also at the national level. So I have not been active, but I'm now active at the moment, and I can tell you,
and very soon we'll see you in your real element. Okay.
Yeah,
what is your take on Sifuna's entry to the national politics?
Obviously, when he left, he had been in ODM. He was holding a very senior position as Secretary General of the party. Obviously, there will be quite a number of people who will follow him because of that influence he had in the party. Yeah.
He said that he was unfairly treated and forcibly wounded out of the
that
party.
one I can't determine, because I can't say yes or no. But what I felt, because people from my own community felt that he was unfairly treated. The fact that he was moved aside from his position. And then secondly, at the same time, Osotsi, who comes from my own community, was also moved aside. They thought that they were unfairly treated. They were not given time. But whether they were unfairly treated or fairly treated, I can't comment, because I was not a member of the executive of the party at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Daily Nation reports that the same Sifuna I'm talking about, Mheshimiwa, is that they are planning to meet the register of political parties today, contemplating to register Linda Mwananchi as a political party.
No problem.
That is, and Daily Nation that says that they have reserved, Linda Mwananchi reserved one of the 3 names by Sifuna team. 3 of them.
Yes.
Do you think this is going to make the Western Kenya a little bit unstable for you, as you say that you want to deliver?
I can't say at the moment, because me, I've been on the ground in 3 counties, which has been a bedrock of ODM. As you know, bedrock of ODM in Western has been Kakamega, Busia, and Vihiga.
Yes.
Bungoma was 50-50. Not much, because even Bungoma, we didn't have any member of parliament. We had only one MCA. Trans-Nzoia, we had three MCS elected, and I think one nominated. Yeah, so you can see the influence of ODM is mainly in Kakamega, which has quite a number of votes, and Busia and Viga, which is nearly a population of 2 million, which is not small. But looking at what is happening there, of course, you'll find that the young people are obviously excited because members of the Linda who are agitating for Linda Mwananchi are young leaders. So you'll find that the young people, majority will associate with them, but the older people are...
Back to the question of the Deputy President. You heard how Deputy President Kithure Kindiki talked about how he responded to that call last week.
Yeah, I was with him that time.
So he was speaking while you were also there?
Yeah, I was there. In Meru, I was there.
That's strange. So which means you're aware, and he was aware?
I was there, but you see the way he talked it, it was in general terms. It was not pointing at me, but although he mentioned my name because I was there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So if that is the position, let's come back to the issue now at hand.
So he was actually sort of making people there to know that I was around.
All right, I see. Do you miss Baba?
Obviously, yes.
And you're almost clocking 1 year since his demise.
Yes.
What do you miss about him?
You see, Baba, apart from being my party leader, he was my mentor, political mentor. But apart from that, we were friends. We were genuine friends. Sometimes we were intimate, we could discuss issues outside politics. It's not that every day we met, we were discussing about politics. We would discuss other issues, social issues. We discuss about businesses and so on. So obviously he was my close friend. And for the last 2 years before he passed on, we were very close. We were always together nearly every evening. And that's why, even in my own home, I created a room for him. I made an extension in my house to make sure that when he comes... And he could come there anytime. There was a time when he's campaigning in the Western region. He used to stay there for a week. Stay there. He was very comfortable. Yes.
Who sleeps in that bedroom right now?
No, it is there. We have just locked it, but because we are still mourning. Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's come back to the issue at hand right now. The president is actually talking about Vision 2060, Bwana Waziri, and he says this should be a national discussion. You were there when the Vision 2030 was launched by the late President Mwai Kibaki. We are almost just 3 years shy of 2030. In your own terms, how have you fared as a nation, Vision 2030?
You see, you have said that I was there when the Vision 2030 was launched. I was the minister in charge that time, and I was the one leading the launch on 10th June 2008, when we launched the Vision 2030. Now, any country at the moment must have a long-term plan. There must be a path. If you don't plan, then you plan to fail. It gives you a general. I was surprised when some politicians were saying that we have not achieved what was in the Vision 2030. You see, you don't need to achieve 100%, but it gives you direction. Because within your plan of 30 years, there are changes that occur in the environment.
What are the key priorities then for the sake of
economic environment? There are issues that change in the economic environment, which you also need to change. So it is not fixed that you must follow that path, but it gives you general direction.
Yes.
And Vision 2030 has guided us in general terms, because what the government does, in the Vision 2030 itself, there are what we call medium-term plans. The 5-year plan, that is a SACCO of the political, it coincides with the political cycle of 5 years. Within the medium-term plan, you look at the vision, you take few issues from the vision, and you also put in issues that are current. And within the medium-term plan, you also now reduce it to 1-year plan, which you now have 1-year plan that now you synchronize with your annual budget. Yeah,
yes.
That's what has happened. And you can see Kenya has moved on. Agriculture has been a focus. Agriculture, if you look at it, has continued to contribute to many employment that we have in this country, even if they are low paying, but most of our youth are involved now in agriculture. You can see the road network that has happened over that period. I cannot say that we have achieved 100%, but it has been a progress. So obviously, the Vision 2030 is coming to an end. So we must have another
let's take
vision.
stock of that, because way back then in 2008 to 2013, you were the minister.
Yes, yes.
And you actually spearheaded, you oversaw the plan, the launch, the institutionalization, all that.
Yeah.
Where are we? Up to date. Today is the third day.
I can say that the vision, we have achieved most of the issues that were raised. Like constitution was one of them. That politically people should be issue-oriented, and we must have a constitution that encompasses everybody in the country. You see, we achieved. That was a major, major milestone. Constitution of 2010. It was a vision within that.
Yes.
Yes.
If President Mwai Kibaki would come back to life today, and that was then, and you sit right like this, what would you discuss with him? That Mzee, this is where we came from. What would be that discussion be?
I would say that I will thank him for midwifing a new constitution and making sure that the structures within the new constitution were implemented. When in the vision said that money should go, more development should go to the regions, county governments evolved. They came in, and obviously, the coming up of county government is a milestone in this country. That resources now are able to be shared between the national government and the county government. It is able to be shared.
Yes.
So I will be thanking Kibaki for that. The infrastructure that we have in this country, you can see from that time to now, we have now some of the world-class infrastructure in this country because of the vision that the then President Mwai Kibaki had. The development in agriculture, the irrigation that we are doing, that time irrigation was not an issue. Now you can see smart agriculture is coming up.
There were 3 pillars then. The economic pillar was there, the social pillar, and the political pillar. What do you think should be transferred or should be moved to the next Vision 2016?
You see, I will still feel that the way they are, one of the critical issues that we are to look at the economic pillar still is agriculture. To me, agriculture should be the cornerstone of this country. It is unfortunate that at the moment we are still importing food. We are still importing maize. We are still importing rice. We are still importing wheat. Although the quantity has gone down, but we should not be importing these 3 products. We should be able to produce. Yeah, because if you are a country and you are unable to feed your own people, then you have no business in being in power. That should be critical. That should be transferred. The other thing is that as the country moves on, manufacturing becomes very critical. Manufacturing is where people create wealth faster, is where people get quality employment if they want to make more money.
Yes.
People get quality employment through manufacturing. So we should be supporting agriculture even at the lowest level. Supporting industrialization at the lowest level. Even if you have a portion mill, that's industrialization. So we should encourage, that's how people make their wealth, and that's how people are able to make their wealth and employ each other. So industrialization, to me, will be very critical. And then the social aspect, education, health,
Yes.
still critical. We cannot leave these two. Because for the country to prosper, it must have educated people. For the country to prosper, there must be proper health care for these people. So this must be transferred or transitioned to the next Vision 2060. And also politics in Kenya, I think, has not helped this country. Ethnicity is very, very, very apparent. Ethnicity. We should be able to develop this country as a holistic country, irrespective of your tribe. You should be able to access any opportunity, whether you are from Mandela, whether you are from Kakamega, you should be able, equally, treating people equally.
Okay. Look at it this way, Bwana Waziri, as we all just coming to a close. When you look at the 3 pillars, where are we? What have we achieved in general terms? Out of 100%.
I can say that we have achieved about 80%. 80%. The budget constraint has been an issue.
Yeah.
And you can see we have been borrowing a lot. And I think what the president came up with, this sovereign fund, infrastructure fund, is critical. And that is actually going to change this country.
Yes.
Kenyans do not know. Kenyans do not know.
Okay.
And I'm surprised that the political class do not talk about these issues.
I have a question here from one of the viewers saying that you once said that opposition is cold. Do you still stick to the same sentiment?
I once said opposition is cold in what way?
Yeah, that people in the opposition should come and join the government and support the government.
We were, even us, we were in opposition. You know very well that ODM has been leading the opposition all along.
Yes.
But before Papa died, told me that politics is about personal interest, but as you look at your personal interest, you must also look at the national interest. And the national interest overrides the personal interest.
Okay. Another question. Samuel asks, I'm a beneficiary of Hustler Fund, borrowing and paying promptly. How can I bridge my loan to qualify for a higher loan? This should be direct.
Now, you know the Hustler Fund is a technology-based fund, technology. So as you borrow, pay back. As you borrow, pay back, your limit is improved. It's like FLISA.
Yes.
Your limit can be 5,000. But if you are borrowing and paying, next year you will find you have been moved to 7,000.
Yes.
That's the same way Hustler Fund happen. Borrow, make sure you borrow frequently and make sure that you repay as required. If you are told to repay within 10 days, you must repay within 10 days. If you pay after 10 days, the 11th day or the 12th day, then your max is reduced. So it will be difficult to go to a higher limit.
Yes. Okay. There's another person here. This is a very funny name. Sister brother. I don't know whether it's a sister or a brother. The person called, I don't know whether it's a sister brother. That your entrance, the sentiments that you should run for the deputy president role in next year election is to destabilize Sifuna's influence in Western. Your take?
You see, I have clearly said This issue of deputy president is not on the table even. It's just a matter of people talking about it. And stabilizing Sifuna for doing what? What is Sifuna going to do? He has not declared that he's going to be a presidential candidate. And even if he's declaring a president, to be a presidential candidate, I've been in politics for 25 years. So I have to see, I have to make judgment. Can I support him? Am I supporting him as a brother, or am I just supporting him for the sake of it? Yes.
Okay. The final question I have for you right now. So Vision 2060 is here. Let's come back to that as we finalize. What should we expect moving forward? Because the discussion starts in a few
You
days'
see,
time.
what the president has clearly said,
Right.
that he has already got a framework. Within those framework, there are few suggestions. There are suggestions there. And he's saying, he's calling a meeting of all the stakeholders.
Yes.
On 12th of August. So that now, wananchi, various stakeholders can now look at that document and give their views. Yes. So I can now say, I can now hear, before you say, this will be the outcome. Yeah. But there is a general framework based on the experiences of the Vision 2030.
Right.
And then we will, the government, the president will leave it to the people, various stakeholders, to decide where do they want to go. Public participation is a critical element of our constitution. So that is what is going to happen.
Yep.
That public must participate as far as possible, so that what comes out is what people want.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bwana Waziri,
Yeah.
thank you so much, and we wish you the best. You
Asante.
have a very long day ahead of you.
Asante.
You promised that you're going to give us
And
grade A coffee.
And thank you for welcoming me here.
Karibu sana.
And I hope next time you will also give me a chance.
We will
And I think
definitely.
I have used this chance to clarify a number of issues.
Absolutely.
To the people.
Your docket is very important because that you spearheaded the Vision 2030 pillar,
Yeah.
and I think we'll be calling here quite often so that you can discuss
I
more.
can discuss this
more
issue
as we
as we
continue.
discuss Vision 2030.
Absolutely.
2060.
2060.
Yeah, but you have to change your copy.
You promised to give us coffee.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
promised to give us.
Next time I come, I will bring the coffee.
Thank you.
Yes, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Daktari
Thank you.
FCPA, Wycliffe Oparanya, who is the Cabinet Secretary for Cooperatives and MSME Development, talking to us. Let's take a break. Good Morning Kenya continues after this.